Ever wondered how to teach your dog some cool tricks? Well, you've come to the right place. In this video, we'll be exploring the top 10 tricks you can teach your four-legged friend, starting from the most straightforward to the more complex ones. But why should you consider teaching your dog tricks? First off, it's a great way to keep your dog mentally stimulated. Just like us, dogs need to exercise their brains, and learning new tricks certainly does the trick. Secondly, it's a fantastic way to strengthen your bond with your pet. Spending quality time together, working towards a common goal, is invaluable in building trust and companionship. And let's not forget the entertainment value. Who doesn't love a dog that can high-five or play dead on command? So sit tight and let's dive into the top 10 tricks to teach your dog, starting from the simplest to the most complex. Starting simple, the first trick is sit. Teaching your dog to sit on command is a fundamental part of any training routine. It's a trick that's not only impressive, but also exceptionally useful in many situations. The process is quite straightforward. Begin with your dog standing in front of you. Hold a treat close to their nose, then slowly lift it above their head. As their gaze follows the treat, their rear should naturally lower to the ground. The moment they sit, say the command "sit" clearly and give them the treat. This links the action of sitting with the command and the reward. Remember to practice this trick in short, frequent sessions. Dogs learn better this way, and it keeps training fun and stress-free. And with patience and consistency, your dog will soon be sitting on command, demonstrating their obedience and your skill as a trainer. And there you have it, the first trick. Sit. Moving on to our second trick, shake hands. This trick is not only adorable but also a great way for your furry friend to engage with new people. To start, hold a treat in your hand and close your fist around it. Let your dog sniff your hand, sparking their curiosity. When they paw at your hand, that's when you say the command, shake hands, and reward them with the treat. Do this consistently, and over time your dog will associate the command with the action and the reward. It might take a few tries, but remember, patience is key. Dogs like us learn at their own pace. Don't rush the process. Once your dog has mastered shaking hands on command, it will become a fun and impressive trick to show off to your friends and family. And there you have it. That's trick number 2, shake hands. Next up, the third trick, lay down. This is a basic command that's a building block for more complex tricks. So how do we go about teaching this to our furry friends? First, we need to make sure we have their attention. Once we do, we use a treat or their favorite toy and move it from their nose down to the ground, leading them into the lay-down position. As they follow the treat or toy, they should naturally move into a laying down position. Then once they're laying down, we say the command lay down. It's very important to use the command only when the dog is performing the action. This way, they associate the command with the action. Remember, patience is key. It may take several attempts before your dog understands what you're asking, but once they do, you'll have a new trick to show off and they'll have a new way to interact with you. And that's trick number 3, lay down. Moving into slightly more complex territory, we have tricks 4 and 5, roll over and play dead. Roll over is a classic trick that's not only adorable, but also provides your dog with a good stretch. To teach this, start with your dog lying down. Hold a treat close to their nose, then move your hand from their nose towards their shoulder, leading them to roll flat on their side. Once they're in this position, continue moving your hand from their shoulder to their backbone, encouraging them to roll over completely. It's crucial to maintain a relaxed and enjoyable environment so your dog can associate this trick with positive emotions. Remember, patience is key. With consistent practice, your dog will soon be rolling over on command. Now let's move on to play dead, another crowd pleaser. This trick starts with your dog in the down position. Hold a treat close to their nose and slowly move your hand up and over their head. Your dog should follow the treat with their eyes and nose, gradually rolling onto their side. Once they're on their side, command them to stay. After a few seconds, give them the treat and lots of praise. Repeat this process, increasing the time they stay in the dead position gradually. Eventually, introduce the command play dead before the action. Both roll over and play dead tricks require patience and consistency. Don't rush the process. If your dog doesn't get it right at first, don't worry. Keep the training sessions short and sweet to avoid overwhelming your furry friend. And of course, always end the session on a high note with plenty of praise, treats, or a favorite game. Remember, tricks aren't just for show. They're a great way to mentally stimulate your dog and strengthen your bond. Plus, it's just downright fun to have a dog who can roll over or play dead on cue. Those were tricks 4 and 5, roll over and play dead. Getting more advanced now, let's look at tricks 6 and 7, fetch and speak. For fetch, you'll need a toy that your dog is fond of. Begin by throwing the toy a short distance away. Naturally, your dog's curiosity will get the better of him and he'll likely run after it. The key is to get your dog to bring the toy back to you. Call him back with a cheerful, encouraging voice. If he comes back with the toy in his mouth, give him a treat or praise. If he drops it before coming back, don't give him the reward. Repeat this until he understands that the reward comes only when he returns the toy to you. However, be patient. Some dogs take a while to understand this trick. The key is consistency and positive reinforcement. Remember, it's not just about fetching the toy, it's about returning it to you. Moving on to trick 7, speak. This trick is about teaching your dog to bark on command. It's a fun trick, but it can also be useful. You can use it to teach your dog to bark when a stranger approaches your home, for example. Start by finding something that naturally makes your dog bark. It could be a doorbell, a toy, or even the sight of you getting his leash for a walk. Once your dog barks, say the command "speak" clearly and reward him instantly. Repeat this until your dog starts associating the command with the action of barking. Again, patience is key. It might take some time, but with consistency, your dog will soon be able to bark on command. Remember, training should be a fun and bonding experience for you and your dog. Keep sessions short and positive. If either of you becomes frustrated, take a break and try again later. That's tricks 6 and 7, fetch and speak. And finally, our most complex tricks, 8, 9 and 10, spin, stand and high five. First, let's dive into teaching your dog the spin trick. Start by holding a treat close to your dog's nose to get their attention. Slowly move your hand in a circle around your dog's head, encouraging them to follow the treat with their nose. As your dog completes a full circle or spin, reward them with the treat and a hearty "good dog." With practice, your dog should start to associate the spinning motion with the command "spin" and the tasty reward that follows. Next up is the stand trick. This can be a bit more challenging as it requires your dog to balance on their hind legs. Begin by holding a treat just above your dog's head, encouraging them to reach up. As your dog stands on their hind legs to reach the treat, gently say the command "stand." As soon as your dog successfully stands, even if it's just for a moment, reward them with the treat and plenty of praise. Lastly, we have the high five trick, a favorite among dog owners everywhere. Start by presenting your open hand to your dog, palm facing them. When your dog naturally lifts their paw to touch your hand, say high five and reward them with a treat. It's as simple as that. With repetition, your dog will start to understand that high five means they should lift their paw to your hand. Remember, patience is key when teaching these tricks. Every dog is unique and will progress at their own pace. Make sure to keep training sessions fun and positive, always rewarding your dog's efforts, no matter how small. And there you have them, tricks 8, 9 and 10, spin, stand and high five. So enjoy this bonding time with your dog, and soon you'll have a furry friend who can spin, stand and give high fives on command. There you have it, the top 10 tricks to teach your dog. We started off with the basics like sit and shake hands, moved on to a bit more complex ones like lay down, roll over and play dead. Then we upped the game with fetch and speak, and finally, we reached the pinnacle of dog tricks with spin, stand and high five. Each trick not only enhances your bond with your canine companion, but also stimulates their minds, keeping them happy and healthy. So don't hesitate to try them out. Remember, it's not about perfection, but the journey of learning and growing together. Teaching your dog these tricks might seem challenging at first, but with patience, consistency, and a whole lot of treats, you'll see progress before you even know it. Remember, patience and consistency are key when teaching your dog new tricks. Enjoy this special time with your furry friend, and until next time, happy training!